Welcome in here on CONQ Talk. Mike Smith, your Sports Information Director here at Dodge City Community College with you, joined by our new head coach for the baseball program, Brett Doe. Coach, obviously you're taking over here first year as the head coach and had a fall now under your belt, ready for the spring, eager to get outside rolling, I'm sure. But how was the fall? How was the transition as well?
The transition was different. You know, it was unique going from being an assistant coach to a head coach in a conference that I've had no experience in. And so there are definitely challenges that arose. I had a lot of help from administration, and obviously Coach Egger was a rock star all fall, has continued to do a great job this spring, and not only helping me, but helping our players transition as well. With the staff of just 2 people, challenges come up, but it's been awesome. And then it's been super helpful with just the players that we have in our locker room, the existing players that were on the roster, and then we added more players coming into the year. Even though got the job late and all that, we added some impact players, and so the feeling in the locker room is great. Everyone's really excited, and it's been that way since day one of the fall. Not saying we didn't have any challenges. Challenges came up throughout, but the way these guys have just approached everything, I'm super appreciative of that, and just can't wait to get out there and see everything pay off.
Nice. You brought up the makeup of the team. It's an eclectic group of guys, no doubt. You got guys that come back with experience from last year's team, obviously playing here and in the Jayhawk Conference, which I'm sure will be nice to have that to build on. But also you got guys that transfer in with experience too, and then some youngsters as well mixed in there too. Do you feel like you have a pretty good mix coming into the year?
I do. And what I've found out is we have some older guys, but there's so many different things that we're doing, and every coach has his own unique style, his or her own unique style to do things and how you play the game and all that. And so even though we have some guys that have been even here for 3 years, it's almost like they have those freshman moments a lot. And so, but those moments have gotten fewer and further between, so it's been awesome. Guys have really bought into what we're doing, but I think we are returning a lot of experience offensively, and our pitching staff is pretty much brand new compared to last year. So I'm excited to see how the new additions hold up and how our newer style of play is going to help guys that have been in the program and all that.
How beneficial was the fall for you, but also the team? I mean, baseball and softball, for example, both get the opportunity to play a fall season before you actually play your real season. So I'm sure that's a big win in a way, because you get to do so much things, and the guys get to be used to you as far as your coaching style. But how beneficial was this fall?
Definitely beneficial. Obviously, last year, pretty much nobody got to play outside competition, and so I'm glad that this year we were able to get out, play a lot of schools. We played the schools in our conference, so I got a feel for what that kind of looks like. They got a feel for what that looks like. We got to see our theories kind of tested early on rather than waiting until spring, or I don't know how some fall sports do it with being a new coach, and you don't get that kind of trial and error period. But we went through that. We grew a lot through it, and I think that is kind of what we're going to try to do throughout the spring. Is just, I keep telling our guys that day one, we do not have to be a finished product. We're going to keep adding on to the foundation of what we're doing. We're going to keep evolving and developing as a team, as a group. And so the goal is just to get better throughout the year and get hot there at the end of the year.
Obviously, the Jayhawk Conference, I know that you've learned this already, is pretty tough in general, but you don't have a light non-conference schedule either as well. But no. You and Coach Egger as well have been pretty adamant, in just our conversations about how you want to take on that competition level early, especially, and just how beneficial it'll be for the guys. We got Highland coming in, we've got McCook early at home, and then you got a couple trips to Texas. What was it like when you're kind of putting that schedule together? Did you really want to challenge the guys early?
Absolutely. So not really a pillar of our program, but what I constantly preach about is I want our guys to fail aggressively. If you make mistakes, I want it to be an aggressive mistake. And so that's kind of how we built our schedule, along those same lines of, hey, we're going to go out there, we're going to give it all we have, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to be confident going into these games, but it's going to be challenging. We're not dipping our toes in the water and playing a super easy out of conference schedule. We are diving head first and seeing what we're made of. And I have a strong, I have a lot of confidence in our group's just ability, their resilience, ability to bounce back from setbacks, failures, or their ability to learn in those situations. And so I'm super fired up to see how we respond to success, to failure, all of that throughout the year.
I'll let you out of here on this one. This one is more about you than the team. How are you feeling as a head coach, for your first opportunity to kind of get rolling?
I'm excited, and I told our guys yesterday, I was like, I've gotten butterflies for opening day since I started T-ball and all the way through, and I have butterflies even though I'm not playing, I'm just coaching, and I just can't wait to see our guys out there and go through so many of these new experiences for me, but with those guys, nothing I do is worthwhile if it isn't at the benefit of the players. So can't wait to get out there with them and just compete, watch them compete, us as coaches compete and prepare and all that. And I'm ready for the first deep breath of saying, okay, got it. I got through the first game, everything's fine, and here we go. So I'm fired up, I really am. I can't wait for the season to get going. Any way people can support us, we love any support we can get, whether it's online, in person, anything like that. So
nice. Yeah, we'll have all the home games live streamed on CONQ TV. Of course, check out GoConk's website for the baseball schedule. And Coach Doe, thanks for taking the time to join me.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I look forward to a fun spring.
Oh, yeah. We're looking forward to baseball action here, of course, on CONQ TV. This has been CONQ Talk with head coach Brett Doe, your head baseball coach at Dodge City Community College.